How you doing? I'm Andre Harriott. I'm the Chief Exec of the Liminality Group. We're taking 10 children away from London, up to the Lake District, up to Scotland, all the way back down. 6 days, 4 members of staff, 2 different activity centres. These are the children who don't get to experience the psychological freedom that some of us take for granted. They don't get to breathe.
Still on the road, still moving.
We're in a luxurious minibus, TV screens, Xbox, lots of movies on our long journey.
We'll head up to a spot called Todd Crag because it gives you a wicked view of the hall, the lake and the surrounding areas, and then we'll get out on the lake this evening. Well, we're going to be on the lake, but then at the end of the session, if you guys want to get in the lake...
Boys have had a great morning. Fitness at 7:30 this morning. Some of them decided to stay up till 2:30 playing FIFA, although we told them not to. But all good, first night. Breakfast has been great, fitness was great.
He went past his comfort zone, man. But before he only went a couple of steps, but he went to a level, a different level.
You're speechless.
We have to climb up, but we also have to think a lot.
A message to anyone that might not want to do it, what would you tell them?
Face your fears.
Okay.
We just had an amazing morning. Fitness at 7:30, and we had some pad work as well, which they were all completely involved in. Then we had some inspirational workshop time with them, where we just looked at various things that impact children and young people their age. Really great to just hear honesty in this space. Yesterday we did high ropes and this huge rock climbing wall. I went halfway and I stupidly looked down, so I decided I had to come back down. But it was really good to see role reversal and them saying to me, I thought you said there were no limits.
There are no limits, but I know this limit.
Nah, sir.
I'm ready to come out your comfort zone.
Say that, Dad.
And today we are on the lakes.
We managed to set up a raft, which included 2 canoes.
We're out for about 3 or 4 hours on this lake.
3 or 4 hours?
I think, yeah, 3 or 4 hours. And then we're going to orientate, we're going to walk back. So we'll come back about 8 o'clock at night. You don't know that.
Ran from one side of the lake, went the middle to the other.
I think it really tested our teamwork skills.
I'm happy with my crew.
I see it.
I've got windy, but hard work, Now we're ready for the walk.
We got to a castle now, then we had to try and navigate ourselves back to our accommodation where I'm right now. And it was very tiring. I can't lie, it was really tiring, but it was worth it still because it tested my motivation level. I'll be needing it for this foreseeable future.
I'm feeling really positive and I feel like I'm very accomplished as well because I learned a lot today.
All right, good evening. So we've had a bit of an update. One of the young men that we're with has asthma, but it's not diagnosed. But because we've been in the fields walking and we've been out on the lakes and it's been a high pollen day, it's triggered his asthma. So we are now in hospital. 2 of the staff are back at the accommodation. The young man who's in hospital has asked for one of the boys to be with him. His parents are well updated, but he's blessed and well, but we just wanted to update, all right? The young man is absolutely fine this morning. He's got his salbutamol inhaler and he's doing well. We had a great inspirational session this morning, a workshop just looking at their aspirations and how they literally connect it. So many of the kids at school are not taught about how you get from point A, B, C, D. Stuff that's been happening in London and across the United Kingdom with the fatalities of children. We've been able to have discussions about it and it's really highlighted for them how important it is to get away. Never think that this trip is just them having a bit of fun. It's significantly important to get children away from their areas, and that's what we're doing.
3, 2, 1, start! Yeah. Oh, wow! I'm not! Oh my Lord!
So it's the final day here in the lakes. We are driving now up to Scotland. We had a session where we just sat down and reflected on the past 4 days, but they were really honest with each other and just really appreciative of what we've been doing this week, you know?
Yeah, so we just arrived in Scotland now and we're about to do some rock climbing. Looks a bit scary, looks very high, but I'm ready for the challenge.
I don't know, that's what I'm feeling, but I don't know now.
Why?
Like, look. Yes, sir.
Evander, well done.
The past few days with the boys has been very enlightening to see them open their eyes to a new way of life. You know, London and the big smoke, seeing the country life and how people live, and they've seen a diverse way of developing streams of incomes and businesses.
And we've done something called Jacob's Ladder, and these are basically all activities based around team building and learning about how to work together, overcoming obstacles, overcoming fears that either we or the young people have, like heights. We're doing things I've never done before.
This whole experience has been amazing so far, and I really enjoyed it. We've done rock climbing, where we come out real confident. I climbed to the top, and it's something that I haven't done before, and there was a rush of emotions and thrill. I was very happy about it.
As when we went canoeing, it was so fun that I would have never experienced that, so I was so happy when I done that. It's like fresh air, it was just so amazing. That's why I was like, today was like so amazing for me.
So being in South London, everyone thinks it's all cramped up, but as we come out, the country is actually very big. We need to get out and explore before we get too old.
Yeah, I'm quite happy I came out, because I live back in London, it's quite hard. Like, as a person like me, being away from danger and that, enjoying myself with friends, doing fun activities.
It actually made me get away from like the social media part of the world. It made me interact with many of my friends. I don't really get to do it on a daily basis, and as I finish year 11, I don't think I'll really see them like that anymore. So it's been a really good experience.
The reports that we get on the media, in the media, they are reflective of what's going on, but with a tiny percentage of children. The majority of children of all ethnicities and genders are doing extremely well navigating what they have to. These are great boys, man. These are really great boys. And they're just an example of how many great children there are out there.